That's the collection. Drop a like if even one of these chaotic characters looked familiar to you.
Tung 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 Sahur. Brr Brr Patapim, il mio cappello è pieno di slim. Chimpanzini Bananini, wah wah wah. Tralalero Tralala, porco Dio e porco Allah. Bombardino Crocodilo, un fottuto alligatore. Trippi Troppi, troppa trippa. Lirili Larila, elefante nel deserto che cammina qua e là. Boneca Ambalabu. Bombini Gusini, fratello Bombardino Crocodilo. Tung 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 Sahur.
While I'm putting together this strange guy, let me tell you about him. Meet Tung 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 Sahur, a character balanced right on the edge of creepy and funny. He looks like a living log, a smooth orange pillar with giant round eyes and a wide, almost unsettling smile. His arms are long, puppet-like, and in one hand, he always holds a heavy wooden club. He beats it to a rhythm. Tung tung tung, a sound you won't forget. His feet are huge and awkward, and when he walks, slowly, step by step, it feels like he's already outside your door. And now, a bit of lore. They say Tung 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 Sahur only appears during Ramadan, and his mission is to wake people up for suhoor, the pre-dawn meal. But if someone ignores the call 3 times in a row, he comes, personally, with the club. To remind you, you really should eat before sunrise. This meme was born online as a weird but funny cryptid, inspired by real night patrols in Indonesia, where people really walk around at dawn, banging drums to wake their neighbors. And, well, the internet did what it always does, made it weirder. So don't oversleep, and whatever you do, don't ignore the tung tung tung.
Tung 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 Sahur. Brr Brr Patapim, il mio cappello è pieno di slim, nel bosco fitto e misterioso.
Now I'm building Brr Brr Patapim, a creature that feels like it escaped from a fairy tale and vanished into the misty forest where no one dares to go. This mysterious woodland being is half monkey, with a long hooked nose, half living tree. His body is fused with nature, roots instead of arms, moss instead of hair, and leaves covering his back and shoulders. And his feet? Giant, like he grew straight out of the forest floor. He lives deep in ancient woods, where paths disappear and compasses stop working. He doesn't like people, but if someone gets lost out there, Brr Brr Patapim might show up, and it's unclear if he comes to help or for something else. Some say he's a forest guardian, protecting the trees from destruction. And his strange rhythm, Brr Brr Patapim, is the ancient language of the woods. If you hear it, stay quiet. Don't make a sound.
Patapim, il mio cappello è pieno di slim. Nel bosco fitto e misterioso viveva un essere assai curioso. Chimpanzini Bananini, wa wa wa, Bananucci monkey.
Time for our next jungle legend, Chimpanzini Bananini. No joke, this is a fearsome fusion of banana and chimpanzee. He's got a serious face, furrowed brows, and the kind of intense gaze that says, I just negotiated a peace treaty between apes and pineapples. He's the official banana diplomat of the jungle. His fur, bright neon green like he's been living off spirulina and kelp smoothies. But the bottom half, oh, that's the masterpiece. He's literally growing out of a banana. The peel's already halfway off, hanging down like a royal cape. Rumor has it if someone eats fruit too loudly in the jungle, Chimpanzini Bananini appears, slowly walks up, stares deeply, and asks, "Excuse me, were you eating my cousin?"
Chimpanzini Bananini. Wah, wah, wah. Bananucci, monkey, monkey, monkeyucci.
That's it for today's LEGO meme builds. Tell me in the comments, which character was your favorite?
Tung 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 Sahur.
Chimpanzini Bananini
Chimpanzini Bananini.
and Brr Brr Patapim.
Brr Brr Patapim. Tralalero Tralala. Bombardino Crocodilo. Un fottuto alligatore volante che vola e bombarda i bambini. Tralalero Tralala. Porco Dio e porco Allah.
Hey friends, welcome back. Before we jump in, if you enjoy creative builds and want to support the growth of this channel, please consider liking the video and subscribing. It really helps me keep this project going and bring even more unique content to life. Today, we're diving once again into the wild world of Italian Brainrot. And I'm not just building memes, I'm assembling true legends out of LEGO. First up, Tralalero Tralala. He's a three-legged shark, wearing sneakers. Nike, to be precise. According to the legend, he was born deep within Italian digital chaos when neural networks lost their minds and decided that a shark urgently needed to go for a run. One leg for balance, the other two, just for pure style. I tried to recreate his look in LEGO as accurately as possible. And yes, this character doesn't swim. He runs across the waves. Want to build him too? Just pause the video, grab your LEGO bricks, and join me step by step.
Tralalero Tralala, porco Dio e porco Allah. Ero con il mio fottuto figlio merdardo a giocare a Fortnite, quando a un punto... Bombardino Crocodilo. Un fottuto alligatore...
Next, Crocodilo Bombardilo. It's a crocodile. It's a bomber plane. It's Crocodilo Bombardilo. He doesn't eat, he bombs. Emotionally and literally. Rumor has it he was born in a secret lab where someone tried to combine a reptile with a Boeing B-17. What they ended up with was something very weird. Stick around till the end of the video to see what the final LEGO build of this chaotic Croco bomber looks like.
Bombardino Crocodilo. Un fottuto alligatore Tralalero Tralala, porco Dio e porco Allah.
These are the true heroes of the next-gen meme universe. If you liked Tralalero and Bombardino, drop a comment and tell me which character I should build next. Let's keep the madness going. One Lego, brick at a time.
Trippi Troppi, troppa trippa.
Hi there! Today, I'm building LEGO versions of Trippi Troppi and Lirili Larila, two of the weirdest and most unforgettable characters out there. Let me tell you about each of them, one by one. But first, please like this video and subscribe to the channel. It really helps boost the video and motivates me to make the next one even faster. Right now, I'm building Trippi Troppi, one of the strangest and most iconic creatures from the Brainrot meme universe. His body looks like a bear with the belly of an office worker. And instead of a head, he has a giant green fish face with bulging eyes and an always open mouth. He looks like he crawled out of a swamp where giant mosquitoes fly across the sky. Yeah, anything goes in this world. Trippi Troppi went viral on TikTok. He speaks with an AI-generated Italian voice, repeating absurd but strangely catchy phrases like Trippi Troppi troppa trippa. If you've seen that video on TikTok, smash that like button so I know how many of us are here.
Trippi troppi, troppa trippa. Tre topi trotterellano, tra tromboni tritati, triplicando trottoline trottilanti. Lirili Larila, elefante nel deserto che cammina qua.
Now meet Lirili Larila, a cactus elephant in sandals who became a viral meme in 2025. He's a mix of an elephant and a cactus, walking around in sandals. Part of the Italian Brainrot trend, a surreal internet phenomenon filled with bizarre, AI-generated characters. Lirili Larila became popular super fast thanks to his wild appearance. And now he's everywhere. Memes, videos, and even toys. Tell me in the comments, who's your favorite new Brainrot meme character?
Lirili Larila, elefante nel deserto che cammina qua e là. Con la sua conchiglia e un orologio che fa tic-tac, le spine del
If you enjoyed Trippi Troppi and Lirili Larila, don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and comment who I should build next. Let me spin them around so you can see all the little details. Yep, they're now chilling right here on my desk, and I have to say, they look even weirder in LEGO form. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next build.
Boneca Ambalabu.
Hi there! Today, I'm building a LEGO version of Bombardini Gusini and Boneca Ambalabu. Two incredibly strange and funny characters. First, I'll show you one, then the other. Each deserves a spotlight of their own. But before we start, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel. It really helps with promotion, and that means I'll be able to make the next video even faster for you. I'm starting with Boneca Ambalabu, a creature that looks like it came from a nightmare, or maybe from a parallel dimension where logic no longer applies. By the way, boneca means doll in Portuguese. Ambalabu doesn't have a known meaning. It's likely a made-up or mimetic word, created for the sound, like many names in internet memes or AI-generated trends. Its body is made from a giant tire, pierced straight through by two human legs, as if they were ripped from another world and stuck there by accident. And on top, a frog's head, oversized, with round eyes and a face frozen in perpetual anxiety. According to legend, Boneca knows where lost things go. Gloves, thoughts, childhood names. They say it can see what's been forgotten and even guide you to it if you're willing to pay the price. But the price isn't something material. It doesn't take gold or anything you can hold. Ambalabu takes something personal, symbolic. It might be a forgotten dream, a memory you'll never recover, something that quietly vanishes in exchange for what you seek. In the end, you may find what you were looking for, but you'll leave as someone slightly different. Ambalabu is like a guide between the real and the beyond, a character who both frightens and fascinates. It's bizarre, absurd, even silly, and that's where its power lies. That's the legend. I hope you found it interesting, and don't forget to leave a like. Now let's move on with the build.
Boneca Ambalabu. Entitas jahat yang banyak meresahkan masyarakat akhir-akhir ini. Bombardini Gusini, fratello Bombardino Crocodilo.
Meet Bombardini Gusini, a battle goose mutant born from the chaos of AI-generated memes and neural hallucinations. Some say he's the brother of Bombardiro Crocodilo. His body, armored like a jet fighter fused with a goose. Wings? Oh yes, but forget feathers. He has airplane wings with turbo propellers, turning him into a flying nightmare on command. Cold, calculating, ruthless. He's more than a mutant. He's a product of the meme era, a symbol of absurd power and surreal greatness. Bombardini isn't just a joke. He has lore. There's tragedy behind that steel face. In the community, he's known as the traitor. So, do you know who he really is? Maybe you've uncovered more about him? Share your version of Gusini's story in the comments. I'll read them all, and I'll definitely reply to your theory.
Bombini Gusini, fratello Bombardino Crocodilo, che svolge tutte le stesse funzioni del fratello.
And if you enjoyed these builds of Bombardini Gusini and Boneca Ambalabu, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment who I should build in the next video. That's the full collection. Drop a like if you recognized any of these crazy characters, and let me know in the comments which Brainrot meme I should build in LEGO next.